All right, hello everyone. My name is Mr. Avila. I'm Jay's SDC teacher in English. Before we start the meeting, we're going to start by introducing ourselves so we can know each other's names and our positions regarding to Jay.
I'm Mrs. Leishman, Jay's math teacher.
I'm Jeff, the school psychologist.
I'm Stephanie Nelson, the school principal, and I'll be taking notes for this meeting.
I'm Nadia Khan, I'm the transition specialist. I'm Ariana, I'm a coordinator for local hospital outreach.
I'm Ms. Valdivia, and I'm the school counselor.
My name is Ellen, I'm Jay's mother.
My name is Yesenia, and I'm Jay's mother.
And I'm Jay, the student.
My name is Bexy, I'm the advocate.
All right, to start off, Ms. Allen, here is the copy of your rights. And in it includes your rights and also many resources that will help you understand what your rights are and what your rights are for your student or your child. With that, can you check if this contact information is correct regarding to your phone number, your address, and your email?
Yeah, that looks great.
All right, so why are we here today? Today we are here to discuss Jay's annual individualized education and transition plan as he is on his way to graduate from 12th grade. It is important that we discuss his goals to ensure that he is well equipped with the knowledge and skills needed to succeed after graduation in any post-secondary education, whether it's school, training, work, adult living. To begin, we'll discuss how Jalen is doing in school with regards to classes, social relationships with teachers and peers, and involvement in clubs if possible, and any responsibilities that he may have at home or at school. So today we're going to start off by discussing how he's doing in class. So to start off, I'd like to say that Jay's very involved in my class. He's doing very good. He's engaged in the classroom, and I love how you're involved in helping others, and actually I love how you actually are willing to receive help from others. You don't give up. I love that about you, and I also love that you're willing to ask me for help because you know how I love working helping my students. It means a lot to me that you're willing to feel comfortable enough to come to me for that. With that, Jessica, do you have anything to talk about in regards to Jay?
Jay, you're doing great. Jay is participating in class in our classroom management system. He manages his time well. When he's in class, you're getting all your work done and you're keeping up with the work. He's currently arriving on time 3 out of the 5 days a week, and he is staying every day until the bell rings, so there's no leaving early. He is at grade level, so he's got a C right now in our class, and C plus. Yes, you do. And he has met his math goal. Any further needs will be addressed in the curriculum. Does that all sound about accurate, Jen? And does anybody have any questions or concerns?
Jay, I didn't even realize that you weren't showing up twice a week on time to school. What is that about?
It's first period, my job.
You're just
Sometimes I get
tired?
in late.
Okay, well, maybe at home we can discuss how we can get you there on time and just see what.
Well, I don't want to lose my job,
I know, I understand.
so
Good,
I'll do a better job.
thank you.
So I think Mom is saying that she just wants you to use the skills that you've learned in school about time management and getting everything complete so that we are showing up on time to school.
Yes, so I don't lose my job.
Okay, Jay, is there anything else you could tell us about your tardiness? Do you think there's any other factors that might play a role in this?
That's it. I just, I need to just wake up earlier and get here.
All right, so now we're going to talk about the target goals that were mentioned last time we met. All right, so goal number 3, we're going to talk about this one because it is one that you actually accomplished, and I'm very proud of you. So this one is talking about your impulse control. So by 9/19, Jalen will reduce impulse actions or engage in inappropriate childish behaviors like throwing food and play fighting or horse playing with peers with 85% accuracy. So I'd start off by saying that I am very proud of you. You stopped engaging in these behaviors. You met your goal, and now you met this goal. I'm gonna encourage you to focus on your other goals, because I know you can do it. You witnessed right now. You met one of your goals. You can meet the other ones. Any comments regarding that goal? Question, comments? Jay, can you tell me anything that helped you reach this goal? What motivated you?
Horse playing?
What motivated you to reach your goal?
Horse playing?
Yeah.
I'm
not horse
getting
playing.
older. I'm a senior.
I'm graduating, you know, I just have to be more mature and focus on my post-secondary goals. And I wanna get to prom. I know if I get in trouble, then I won't be able to go to prom.
All right, now that you mentioned about being more mature, we're gonna talk about your second goal, how maturity and responsibility is gonna play a role in reaching your other goals. So the other goal we discussed was showing up on time and tardiness. So by 9:19, Jalen will show up on time, stay in class, and leave when the bell rings with 90% accuracy in 4 out of 5 trials. So to start off, I'd like to say that you've been improving throughout the semester. I'm proud of you, but you're not there yet. You're, instead of reaching that 4 out of 5 trials, you're 3 out of 5 trials. So what do you think can help you reach this goal?
Just waking up and getting to school on time after work, going straight home and going to bed and waking up and making sure I get there.
Since I know you, every time you wake up tired, so what can help you relieve that stress and make you help you come to class on time?
I don't know.
Any suggestions?
We're all tired when we wake up, so.
I know.
I just gotta get up and get there.
I like to prep before the night, before the day, and
I'm
prep
tired
ahead,
after work.
and then-
It's the nights that it's those days that I work. After I work, I just wanna go to bed.
Yeah.
I've been at school all day, I go to work.
I feel
So
you.
I just have to do a better job getting up and getting there.
Yeah, I like your attitude right now. You're showing growth as an individual because you know what you need to do to get there.
Absolutely.
Like, and you progress throughout the semester. But any comments, Ms. Allen?
I think we should just try to kind of guide him, try to monitor, make sure that he is going to bed on time and see if maybe we could help him or.
And whatever we can do at home to prep you for the next day, I know how important work is to you. So whatever we can do as a team to get you ready for the next day, you just need to let us know.
Okay. Thank you,
Yeah.
moms.
Yeah. To add on to what they said, I think prepping is very important. Something that I do that helps me save time is like meal prepping. I do that and it saves me time. So every time I'm able to wake up in the morning, I don't have to stress about food. And if you notice, I'm always on time to my class. And I know you can do the same thing if you prep in regards to your academics, your social life, and your independent living, adult living. All right, so with that, we're gonna talk about our last goal. So in regards to following the rules. So by 9:19, when in class, on campus, or in transition, Jalen will follow rules or adult directions such as no music, no headphones, no use a phone away, etc. in class with 85% accuracy in 4 out of 5 trials. So with that one, I've also noticed improvement throughout the semester, but you're still not there yet. I do notice that you're using your phone. Typically, you're texting your friends, which I don't understand since your friends are right next to you. I'm not encouraging you to talk to them, but why are you engaging in these behaviors, do you think?
I've been off my phone a lot more, so I don't think it's been a big deal this year.
You've improved, but you're not reaching your goal. Your goal is to do 4 out of 5 trials.
I'm close,
You're very close. Yeah, I'm proud of you.
so we'll be up. I'll stay off my phone.
All right. What do you think is going to help you get there?
Maybe reminders.
Do we like to remind you every beginning of class every day? Do you think that will help you?
Internal reminders with myself.
All right. I will try to remind you in the beginning of class every day is to reinforce that one rule.
Sounds good.
All right. Any comments, Ms. Jessica? Any issues with those goals?
Well, in my
Behaviors?
class, I have my classroom dollars and Jay's responded really well to those. So I know that for all students, not just Jay, Jay's aware of this, like your phone's out, that's $5 that you gotta pay me, and then you don't get to go to the store and buy whatever's in the classroom store at the end of the week. So I know that motivates you
And it's harder, it's a gen ed class, so
Mhm.
I usually get the work done even quicker in the SEC class.
Okay.
All right. Any other comments?
Just overall, remember Jay, that phones away in school policy, and if I take it, then you're gonna have to come see me after school.
Remember, if they take it away from you, your parents are going to have to come and how do you think your parents are going to react if they have to invest some of their time to come with you to pick up the phone? They're going to have to make miss work, and you know how upsetting that can be to your parents.
You know, Jay, I think just overall, we just need to focus on keeping the phone in your pocket while at school. You have so much going on right now, you don't need to be focusing on the phone with everything else that you have on your plate.
I agree.
And if I could just say too, I know at your job, like Tilly's has been really happy with you, and I imagine they wouldn't be as happy if you didn't have your phone out, right? So maybe kind of tapping into whatever internal reminder you give yourself at work, that could
My paycheck.
Hey, no, that's real, right? Your paycheck is. And of course, graduating and going to prom and all these things that,
Yeah.
Can be affected too. So maybe like tapping into that too.
Alright guys, now that we've talked about our target goals, we're gonna focus on briefly discussing our present level of performance of Jay. To start off, we'll have Miss Sandra talk about the present level of performance.
Alright, okay, so I'm gonna go over your credit, that you need for, the credits that you need for graduation. You're currently at 190 credits, you do need 220 to graduate. Your main classes you should be focusing on is during your senior year, English, Econ, and Civics. How do you think you're doing in those classes right now?
Good.
You're doing good? Okay, moms, do you see, Jay working on these classes, at home, some homework or anything like that?
I've seen him focused, and he actually, he tries to keep up with all his assignments, because I do see him sometimes really late working on
Okay.
his assignments.
Yeah,
Those are my SDC ones, so I don't have to get that much homework. And I'm doing fine in math. That's what you see me working on at home.
Okay, so just, just as a reminder that those are the classes you want to focus on. I do see that you're on track and you're on a good pace to graduate, so I don't have any concerns with that. So you're doing very well.
Good job, Kim. Thank you.
Alright, now that we've discussed the present level of performance, can we have Jay and Miss Allen discuss, what are your thoughts about what we discussed? How are you doing?
I'm excited to graduate. I'm on the track team, and I thank Miss Nadia for the employment skills opportunity, because I was hired on at Tilly, so I'm doing that part-time, and I really enjoy working there, and then doing track, and then passing all my classes, and I think I'm gonna be ready to get out of here in a couple of months.
You seem excited?
I think overall Jay's doing a really great job just juggling all the things that he's thinking about with track. He's doing well in his classes, so we're just really proud to see that you're doing so well juggling everything and keeping up your grades, so that's great. Very proud of you.
Yes, and he is putting in a lot of effort. That's one of the reasons we're really glad to be here, because we still have some questions regarding a lot of the transitions that he's going to be that are going to be coming up for him.
Alright, so we've been talking a lot about academics. Jay, can you tell us about your social life, how you like in school, versus friends?
I have friends on the track team, and I haven't really been focused on my friends, more focused on like work and running and seeing if I can maybe go to Cerritos College and run track there and possibly do some, like, I want to be a nurse, but I'm not.
Alright, so we'll dive into the next topic, transition planning. So start this off, I'm gonna send this to Nadia, she's more informed about this.
Yeah, thank you. So I think just in general, thinking of how, I think to what you were saying, in terms of really being able to juggle, I think that's such a key part of transition, right? Because as we know, as we get into adulthood, we're just juggling a lot more. So I think you're definitely on the right track with that. So we have a few folks to help us talk about that. But first what I wanted to say is, I think with your job, you've really improved on the attendance. I know there was some bumps, right, when in the beginning with attendance, but now you're not even with our skills program anymore. So now you're completely under Tilly's. So really, it's their discretion and Tilly's choice if they want to keep you on or not. And so I think the fact that you've really stayed on your own is great. So just want to congratulate you on that. And so I think to just help us talk about post-secondary education, independent living, and as well as your career, your employment. So maybe Ms. Sandra, you can talk about just some of the post-secondary things. And also, by the way, thank you for filling out your dream sheet. You filled out some of the surveys, so that was really helpful in me being able to check in with the different people to help in the transition.
Okay, so I'll go into post-secondary education. I just wanted to ask you moms, I know you just mentioned, Jay, that you want to potentially maybe go to Cerritos College. Moms, do you agree with that? Is that something that you want to see Jay at Cerritos Community College?
Well, I think we were really hoping that there might be a chance that maybe Jay could go to a four-year college. I understand that the path is a 2-year, but we were just hoping that maybe there was any chance that he would be able to get there.
Of course, he can definitely go to a 4-year university, but he'll complete the 2 years at a community college and you'll be able to save a lot more money. Let me tell you, you're gonna get the same education and the same, general ed classes, that you would take the first 2 years of university and just not paying full price. So don't get discouraged. 2-year college is just as good as a 4-year university.
Okay.
Yeah, I know you said Cerritos College, but you might want to check out other colleges. So with all the new technology, there's a lot of virtual college tours that we can look at together. So I'll set up an appointment time where you can come in and we'll take a look at that. So you can see if it is a college that you want to go to, or maybe even potentially like a trade school of some sort to do nursing. Along with that, we could also do like virtual job shadowing, so you can see what a nurse does. I know if you're familiar with it, obviously, since you're interested in it, but just so you could have a deeper dive into what a day would look like for a nurse. Does that sound good?
Sounds good. Is that why the coordinator is here?
Yes. So she'll chime in just a minute. Lastly, I just want to let you know that the FAFSA has opened up now. So moms, I'll send out a flyer so you know what documentations to bring in, so you can fill out your FAFSA form. So when Jay is ready to start college, you'll be able to get that financial aid.
Okay, great, yes.
Okay.
Can we expect those forms this week? As soon as
Yes,
possible?
absolutely. I'm sorry I didn't get to bring them in, but I'll bring them in as soon as possible. Okay.
Thank you. So, Mr. Jeff, would you like to talk about some of the independent living and what's happening?
Yeah, I would. You noticed in your assessment or your cultural wealth assessment that you and your folks filled out, that you want to live independently, you want to live with roommates or on your own even, and it's a great way to move on to, out on your own and live on your own. But I have some questions about, I've thought about what it means to have a roommate, or who's gonna do the dishes, or, what about if your significant roommate has a boyfriend or a girlfriend that wants to sleep over? Have you thought how that's gonna affect you, and also to your folks? Have they thought about supplementing your income a little bit with some dollars coming your way to pay for groceries and things? So I put together a little survey for each one of you to fill out, and I'd like you to fill it out, and it has specific questions for you folks, and then also for you, the student, to kind of communicate with each other your thoughts and feelings towards your growth and moving out and independently living on your own, because it's not always the easiest thing to do to manage, not only with work, but a 2-year university and all the other things that are on your plate. So it might be something that you guys could work together on your own and think about as you transition out of high school, what is your best move and best step. And I think these 2 worksheets could get that conversation going for you. So, and if you need any help facilitating it, I'd be more than glad to help you and work with you as you move on towards your next endeavor.
Perfect.
Thank
Are there
you.
any questions
Thank
there,
you.
or do you have any ideas or thoughts?
I think we're just concerned about Jay jumping into all of this too quickly. We understand that he wants to be independent and live on his own. We're just not sure what direction we go with that. We don't want
Right.
any of these big steps to inflict on his job and his school. We're just a little nervous about jumping in too quickly.
Sure, and you only got about 6 or 8 more months of all this support when it's gonna be all on the 3 of you plus whoever else is doing too much on this.
We'll talk about it.
So it's something that you're gonna have to not butt heads on, you're gonna have to really hunker down and work as a unit, as a team
We'll see what kind of aid we get and stuff. and figure
Sure.
it out.
That
Because
FAFSA
it's
will come
expensive,
into,
yeah, exactly.
into effect as well. So
Exactly.
make sure you get on that as early, so.
Yes, but we do appreciate any resources or any information that you can provide. One of the things that we actually had questions about is if there's any program that allows Jay to volunteer to maybe get a feel more of, since he's interested in nursing, maybe to see what it's like. I know that you mentioned that would be wonderful if you could have an opportunity, maybe a week or a day to actually go out there and experience it.
Yes, absolutely, we'll definitely
Or
start
even
that.
a training, that would be wonderful.
We'll definitely.
I think that's why the coordinator is here, right?
Yes, that is.
Yes,
So
I wanna hear
thank
from
you
her
for
because
helping
that's
with
what
that
I wanna do.
transition. Yes, I think to help us talk about that will be Miss Ariana, thank you.
Hi there, so I'm here to provide some support and information for you about nursing. And there's so many different options, such as getting a bachelor's degree, associate's, or a certificate. I have some brochures for you. You can take and look at them. And me and Miss Sandra are definitely working close together for providing shadowing tours.
And I could do that at your hospitals?
Yes.
Oh,
So I
perfect.
definitely provide some job opportunities, so I'm really here to provide that support. It's not only for the schooling, but also opportunities with like the shadowing and seeing what our nurses do on site.
See, that would be cool.
I would be glad. Appreciate it. Thank you for coming and talking to me. I'm definitely gonna be taking those brochures.
If you have any questions, you always email me too.
Okay.
My business.
I'll
Thank you
get
so
all your
much.
information.
Thank you.
Alright, do you have any other questions or comments regarding this topic? Transition planning and regards to education, post-education, adult living, and.
That's good, yeah, no, thank you, and to both of you as well, feel free, I know we've been in touch, feel free to just continue reaching out to me as well, and Jay, you want me.
so
Thank
much.
you.
All right, well, thank you all for that process. So just to reiterate the goals, so for our post-secondary, we have two goals. One, the initial getting the FAFSA filled out, and then figuring out what the colleges you're gonna go to, right? For your employment goals, keep your job, keep it up. We'll look into some shadowing opportunities, right? So there's those two. And then lastly, for your living situation, right, would be, the goal is to live independently. And I think the other goal would be to just really keep that communication going with moms and, keep that support. So does that sound good to everyone?
Yeah, does anyone have
Sure.
any questions, last minute questions, concerns? Alright, Jay?
We're good.
Alright, so start filling out this form.
Yeah. So thank you guys for
Yeah.
being a part of the process and involving me and my family. And the
Appreciate your
nursing, I'm
goals.
so happy that the nurse was here.
Yes, you have all been so great, thank you. We really appreciate all of your help.
And you'll get the new IEP to moms in about a week.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And also those resources you were talking about, the FAFSA sheets and all that?
Absolutely, I'll get that to Jay, and then you can get that to Jay. Is that okay?
Yes, that's
Okay.
perfect.
Alright, so we'll get this to you guys in about a week, Miss Allen. Miss Allen, any other questions or comments that you may have for us?